Okay, boys and girls, here is your homework for Wednesday. You are to reread and answer questions 1 through 3. Okay, so our story this week is called Meet Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall has been interested in chimpanzees since she was a little girl. At the age of 8, she decided that she would go to Africa one day. In 1960, she arrived in Africa to study the chimps of Gombe Stream National Park. She hiked up and down the hillsides and all over the forests looking for the chimps. Goodall was able to watch them from a distance through her binoculars, but whenever she tried to get close, they ran away. 3 months passed and still she was unable to approach the chimps. One day, a group of chimps passed through a grove of fig trees and stopped to eat the figs. They were just below Goodall, and they could see her watching them. Still, they didn't run away. In the following weeks, the chimps returned each day to eat the figs. Sometimes they would pass by just below where Goodall sat. As the weeks passed, the chimps grew used to her. They realized they had nothing to fear. Now Goodall was able to make more observations. Soon she was able to recognize each chimp. She gave them names such as Fifi, Flo, and David. The chimps got so used to Goodall that they allowed her to move among them. Goodall wrote down everything about the chimps' behavior. She had always thought that chimps were very intelligent. She soon found proof of that. One day she watched David use a long grass stem to fish for termites. He pushed the stem into a hole in the termite mound. When he pulled it out, termites were clinging to it. Then he put the end of the stem in his mouth and ate the termites. For the first time, Goodall saw a chimpanzee use a tool. Okay, so we are rereading and answering questions 1 through 3. So you are answering 1, 2, and 3. So number 1, why did chimps run away when Goodall tried to get close? A, they were afraid of her. B, she did not know their names. C, they did not want to be studied. D, they were playing a game with her. Number 2, why did a group of chimps first stop a short distance from Goodall? F, Goodall had hidden herself. G, Goodall called the chimps by name. H, the chimps were eating figs from trees. I, the chimps were fishing for termites. Number 3, what is the meaning of used to in the sentence below? As the weeks passed, the chimps grew used to her. So what does that word used to her mean? A, worn out. B, secondhand. C, did in the past. D, familiar with or comfortable with. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we are still working on division, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do at least maybe the first 2 problems. So we're going to do 1 and 2. Okay, now for my class, what I do is I go ahead and have them, since these are all lined up for you, I go ahead and I have them just double check that, making sure that every number has a partner. Now you'll see here that that number does not, so you want to go ahead and add your 0 as your placeholder. Then after you do that, you can start to add. So right here, we're going to add our placeholder. Okay, so we have 2 plus 0, 2. 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. I don't need to regroup. 3 plus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7. 0 plus 1 is 1. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. Don't forget your commas. The sum is 11,782. Okay, number 2, you want to do the same thing. Make sure every number or every digit has a partner. If they don't, go ahead and put your placeholder. So number 2, 5 plus 4 is 9. Then we have 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 1, 2, 3. Do not forget your commas. This is number 2, and this is the sum. Okay? So you're going to go ahead and do the rest of these problems, and then that will be your homework for Wednesday.